to George, the curious little monkey. He's so full of curiosity. Here's to George, the curious little monkey. He's as curious can be.
Curious George goes to the post office. "I need some stamps, George," said the man with the yellow hat. "Let's go to the post office." They got in their little blue car and drove off. Soon, they arrived at the post office. There was a long line of people waiting at the window. "This is terrible," said the postmaster to his helper. "The machine just broke and you'll have to stamp all the letters by hand." "I'll have to wait here for a while, George," said the man with the yellow hat. "You look around, but don't get into trouble." George wandered off and went into another room full of mail bags. Mailmen were putting letters into little slots. After a while, they stopped and went to get coffee. George walked up to the shelves and looked at the letters. Could he be a mailman? George was curious. He picked up some letters, then he went to work. How good that George was a monkey. Wherever there was an empty slot, he stuck in a letter. He worked so fast that soon he had finished the whole stack of mail. The coffee break was over, and all the mailmen returned to work. "What's going on?" shouted a mailman. "All the letters are in the wrong place. Now we'll have to do the whole thing over. Who made this mess?" "It's that monkey," shouted another. "Let's get him." George leaped over the shelves and hid in an open bag that was used for packages. The mailman came running over. "Where is he?" he shouted, but he did not see him. When the coast was clear, George stuck his head out. George was safe. He could see the counter where the clerk had been stamping the letters. George jumped up on the counter and picked up 2 stampers. Then he started stamping almost as fast as a machine. Suddenly, someone grabbed him from behind. "Now I've got you," shouted the mailman. George was scared. He tried to get away, but the mailman held on to him. The postmaster came running over, followed by the mailman. "So you're the little fellow who mixed up all the letters," he said. "Let's get him out of here," said a mailman. "Wait," said the postmaster. "I think I have a better idea." "George," said the postmaster, "I'm going to give you another chance." He gave George a big pile of letters. "Let's see how fast you can stamp these," he said. George took the stampers and started working with all 4s. In a little while, the whole pile was finished. "Good work," said the postmaster. "This makes up for the mess you made with all the letters." Finally, the man with the yellow hat had reached the counter. "You sure speeded things up, George," he said. "Now we can go home." George shook hands with the postmaster. And he and his friend drove off in their little blue car.